Hi, Karen Miller here, and I wanted to show you guys something today that I grew up eating. We call it Pilau. It's a rice dish, and I know you guys really enjoyed my wild rice stir fry, so I wanted to do another dish with the wild rice using mushrooms. So this pilau, it's a rice dish, and we used to do chicken pilau, beef pilau, even with the goat meat. But now, since we are not eating meat anymore and we are vegans, we have to modify and we have to substitute. So I'm going to do a vegan pilau using mushrooms and some other vegetables. And it's delicious, and I hope you make it and enjoy it. Okay, so let's see what we're going to put into this pilau now. So here we have the wild rice. This wild rice has been soaking for about 30 hours now, and I went through the whole thing with the wild rice, so we're not gonna do this again. Then I have about 12 ounces of, I have a mixture of mushrooms here. I have this button mushrooms, regular white mushrooms, and I have the baby bella mushrooms. So the baby bella and the white mushrooms, it's about 12 ounces. And then I had one of the those large portobello mushrooms that I sliced. I had one left over in my refrigerator, so I'm just using it up. It's just one of that. So I guess altogether this is about 14 ounces of mushrooms, right? And I have the rice is 4 cups, about 4 cups. So I'm just going to quickly tell you what I'm putting in this pilau. So I'm going to chop up some chayote squash. Okay, usually we would put carrots, but Dr. Sebi does not recommend carrots, so I am putting the chayote squash. I'm going to put some of the red bell pepper and the orange one, maybe some yellow one for color, and I'm going to use some tomatoes and maybe half of this onion. And finally, this is some green seasoning that I have here. This is a mixture of a few things that I wanted to tell you. It is scallions, onions, cilantro, shadow benny, parsley, and thyme that I put in the blender and blended it up. And the shadow benny has a flavor like cilantro. They use it a lot in Trinidad. So this is the green sauce that I have here that I'm going to put in this dish for some flavor. And this has onions in it. It has onions and scallions, but I'm going to put maybe, like I said, maybe a little bit more onion here, about half of this onion. And I'm also going to put some habanero. I love the heat and the flavor. This is just wonderful, the flavor. It's unfortunate that this is so hot because this has so much flavor and people don't like using it, but I love the habanero. So now I'm going to show you, go to the stove and show you how I do this. So I just wanted to show you again, you know, the chayote squash. You cut it down the middle and this is what it looks like. I just wanted to show you again. And there is a pit in here. There is a seed in here. So you take a knife and you go around and you pick it up like this. Okay, I just wanted to show you this again. To remove this pit here and this seed here. Okay, and then you shave off the skin and you slice it up into these cubes like that. So I just wanted to show you this. You always remove the pit here. You do not cook this. So let's do this pilau. This is something I ate as a child, you know, and it's delicious. So I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of oil, quite a bit of oil. And what I decided to do was to sweat the onions like I did with the paratha filling. I'm going to sweat and caramelize the onions a little bit for color. The onions and the mushrooms. Going to add some salt here, some sea salt, and I'm also going to add a little bit of the Himalayan salt, the pink salt. And I'm going to add my mushrooms. I did not chop up the mushrooms because I want it whole. I want it whole in my pilau. So this is on medium-high heat, and I'm going to let this sweat. As a matter of fact, I'm going to cover it, and then we're gonna come back and see what it looks like. So I covered this pot for about 5-7 minutes so that the onion and the mushroom would sweat and create some moisture. So now you can see, you see this, I'm starting to get some color here. This is what I want. This brown color around the pot here. This is what I want. So I'm going to continue to caramelize this. And I wouldn't need to add water to caramelize the onions because the mushrooms are going to release the moisture and help me with that to caramelize this. So I'm going to cover the pot again for another 5 minutes and then come back and show you what it looks like. And then we're going to start to add the other ingredients. Okay, so I uncover the pot again after 5 minutes. And you can see that the onions are being caramelized. You can see that brown in the pot. This is what you want. This is the good stuff. See this mushroom here? It got a nice brown color here. This is what you want. This is our meat, guys. Vegans. This is our meat. We don't need to eat that flesh anymore. This is it. The mushrooms. So now I got a lot of color here. I got some color on the mushrooms. I got some color in the pot. Once I put the water, this is going to be brown, which is what I want. We used to do this with white rice, but we're not using white rice anymore. So I don't know if you're going to get too much of the color in the black rice, the wild rice, sorry, which is black. But this is flavor here. This is all flavor here. So now I'm going to add the tomato. I'm going to add the tomato. I'm going to salt my tomato a little bit for the moisture to come out of it. I'm going to lower my heat because I don't want this to continue to caramelize. I don't want it to burn, but I like my mushrooms, and this is the reason why I put the mushrooms whole, because then they shrink, and you want to bite into the mushrooms in that pilau. So do not cut up your mushrooms. You want it whole like this. So we're gonna mix this in. We're gonna mix this in. I'm going to add some tomato paste. Gonna add about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. It's all going to give you good flavor. It's called umami flavor. Tomato paste, mushrooms, that's great flavor right there. Okay, this right here, this is good right now. You could eat this right now as it is. You put this on some bread or something and you're good to go right now. So I'm going to add my green sauce. I'm putting a lot of this. This is about 1/2 cup of my green sauce. This is a lot of flavor right there. I gave you the list of that green sauce. You should make it and put it in your refrigerator. You could season a lot of stuff with it. Then I'm going to put my peppers. 1/2 of red bell pepper, 1/2 of the orange one, and 1/2 of the yellow one. This is just for color. I really like this, the red bell pepper. It has a lot of flavor. The orange and the yellow bell pepper I don't think has a lot of flavor. So this is just for color, to add color to your dish, because we eat with our eyes first. And then I'm going to put in my my squash. Okay, the chayote squash. Mix this all in. And then I'm going to add some thyme. You know, you throw in some thyme in there and then you remove it at the end, because all of those little leaves are going to fall apart and all you're going to be left with is this. So you could just pull it out. I'm going to add my habanero peppers. This is optional. You don't have to do that. Some cayenne. And a bay leaf. And then I'm going to add my 4 cups of rice. This is uncooked rice because now we're getting ready to cook this rice and all of the vegetables in there. So this is a vegan pilau with vegetables. Okay. I'm gonna stir this in and then I'm going to add the water. So I'm going to add now about 8 cups of water here. And you let this cook until the rice is cooked. You cover this with water. Okay, make sure it's covered with water because now you want the rice to cook. And the other vegetables. And you're going to have this wonderful, yummy rice dish we call pilau. You let this simmer on medium low for about 40 to 50 minutes and we'll come back when this is done. Okay, you add some more salt because this would need some more salt. I think this would need, I'm gonna put about 2 more teaspoons of salt here. Because once you add the water, you're going to need more salt. So we'll see you when we come back. Okay guys, so this has been going now for over an hour because the thing is the chayote squash, it has a lot of moisture and it creates a lot of water. So, but I wanted it this way because I wanted my squash to really cook, to be soft. And I wanted my rice. You see, here is the rice. You can see the rice here, it's soft. And the peppers, this is the bay leaf. I'm gonna discard this. And you see what I'm saying, the thyme, all of the leaves fell out of it, so you just discard this. You don't have to worry about chopping off the leaves, you just throw it in there. And so this is pilau. You see, here are the mushrooms and the peppers. Pilau is like a, I don't know, like a jambalaya kind of thing, you know. And like I said, I ate this in the Caribbean. We did chicken pilau or beef pilau, but now since we are vegans, we're going to substitute with vegetables. So you can put whatever vegetables you want in this. You could even add some kale. You chop up some kale, some mustard greens, whatever you like. Okay, so enjoy and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.